Feeling limited in meal choices due to diabetes? You're not alone. Many seniors share this struggle, often unsure about which meats are safe to enjoy. Discover with us 10 diabetic-friendly meats that will add variety and healthfulness to your meals, making your dining experience both satisfying and worry-free. Top 10 safe meats for diabetic-friendly meals. Number 1, skinless chicken breast. First up, let's talk about skinless chicken breast. Skinless chicken breast really stands out as an ideal protein for individuals managing diabetes, and this is primarily due to its low fat and high protein composition. You see, this lean profile helps in maintaining a healthy weight and supports muscle health, all without causing significant spikes in blood glucose levels. That makes it a cornerstone for a diabetic-friendly diet. Now, moving on to its nutritional benefits, the profile of skinless chicken breast is particularly favorable for blood sugar control. It has a minimal glycemic impact, which simply means it doesn't raise blood sugar levels quickly. It's also rich in essential amino acids and vitamins like niacin and selenium, providing sustained energy and supporting overall metabolic health. To preserve its nutritional value, the best ways to cook skinless chicken breast include baking, grilling, poaching, or stir-frying. These methods are great because they avoid the addition of excessive unhealthy fats. This ensures the chicken remains a lean source of protein, perfectly aligning with diabetic dietary goals. For some meal inspiration, consider pairing grilled chicken breast with a vibrant salad of mixed greens and a light vinaigrette. Or you could try shredded poached chicken in a broth-based vegetable soup. These combinations ensure a balanced meal that is both nutritious and satisfying, while also keeping carbohydrate content in check. When incorporating skinless chicken breast into your meals, a portion size of about 3 to 4 ounces, which is about the size of a deck of cards, is generally recommended. This helps in managing protein intake effectively and ensures that meals remain balanced and conducive to stable blood sugar levels. Number 2, turkey, white meat. Next on our list is turkey, white meat. White meat turkey, like turkey breast, offers some significant benefits for blood sugar management. Much like chicken breast, it's a lean protein source, low in fat and carbohydrates. This really helps in preventing those sharp increases in glucose after meals and also promotes a feeling of fullness. So, how does it compare to other poultry? Well, white meat turkey is often leaner than dark meat cuts and can be a healthier alternative to red meats. Its mild flavor is another plus, making it versatile for various culinary preparations, which perfectly suits a diabetic diet that emphasizes variety and nutritional balance. While we often associate turkey with the holiday seasons, fresh and frozen turkey breast is generally available all year round in most supermarkets. Opting for whole turkey breast or pre-cut cutlets can be quite cost-effective, especially if you buy them on sale and store them properly for future use. For those of you who are busy, turkey breast is excellent for meal prepping. You could cook a larger portion at the beginning of the week and use it in salads, sandwiches with whole grain bread, or as a protein addition to vegetable stir-fries. This can simplify healthy eating on those hectic days. And a quick tip for selecting the leanest cuts: always look for skinless turkey breast. If you're purchasing ground turkey, choose options labeled as lean or extra lean, as these are typically made from breast meat. This helps minimize fat intake and supports your health management plan. Number 3, fish, especially fatty fish. Moving along to fish, especially fatty fish. Fish, particularly the fatty varieties, is an excellent choice for diabetics. Specific types like cod, flounder, haddock, halibut, and trout are not only lean, but also provide beneficial nutrients that support overall health and diabetes management. These fish are relatively low in unhealthy fats, while being good sources of protein. Now, fatty fish such as salmon, mackerel, sardines, and herring are particularly special because they're rich in omega-3 fatty acids. These omega-3s have been shown to offer significant benefits for diabetes management. For instance, they can help reduce inflammation, improve insulin sensitivity, and support cardiovascular health, which is a common concern for individuals with diabetes. When it comes to cooking, recommended methods for fish include baking, broiling, grilling, or steaming. These techniques are great because they help retain the delicate flavors and nutritional integrity of the fish without adding unnecessary fats, making them ideal for a heart-healthy, diabetic-friendly meal. You might be wondering about fresh versus frozen fish. Well, both can be nutritious options. Frozen fish is often processed shortly after being caught, which locks in nutrients, and it can be more accessible and affordable. If you're buying fresh fish, just make sure it has a mild scent and firm flesh. Health experts often recommend consuming fish at least twice a week as part of a balanced diabetic meal plan. This regular intake helps ensure an adequate supply of omega-3 fatty acids and high-quality protein, contributing to better blood sugar control and overall well-being. Number 4, lean beef cuts. Our fourth option to consider is lean beef cuts. When you're including beef in a diabetic diet, it's really crucial to identify lean cuts. Look for those graded Select or Choice with all visible fat trimmed away. These leaner options provide the benefits of red meat but with less saturated fat, which is very important for heart health. So, what are the best lean beef cuts for diabetics? These include sirloin, round, like eye of round or top round, and chuck roasts or steaks, especially when they're trimmed of excess fat. These cuts offer a good protein source without an excessive amount of fat, fitting well into a balanced meal plan. Portion control is a key strategy when consuming red meat. A typical serving size should be around 3 to 4 ounces cooked. This helps you manage calorie and fat intake while still allowing you to enjoy the taste and nutritional benefits of beef. It's also important to balance red meat within your diabetic meal plan. This means not making it the sole focus of your meals. Try to incorporate it a few times a week, ensuring your meals also include plenty of vegetables, whole grains, and other lean protein sources to maintain dietary variety and nutrient adequacy. Beyond just protein, lean beef offers valuable nutrients like iron, zinc, and vitamin B12. These all contribute to energy levels, immune function, and nerve health, which are important aspects of managing diabetes and maintaining overall vitality. Number 5, pork tenderloin. Next, we have pork tenderloin. Pork tenderloin is often highlighted as a better choice among pork cuts for those managing diabetes. It's significantly leaner than options like pork shoulder or ribs, making it a more suitable component of a heart-healthy and blood sugar-conscious diet. Compared to other red meats, pork tenderloin can actually be a surprisingly lean option. In fact, it sometimes rivals skinless chicken breast in its low fat content, especially when all visible fat is trimmed away. Plus, its protein content helps with satiety and blood sugar stabilization. To further reduce the fat content, preparation techniques such as trimming any visible silver skin or fat before cooking are essential. And when it comes to cooking, grilling, roasting, or baking pork tenderloin, rather than frying, also helps maintain its lean profile. Thinking about flavor? Diabetes-friendly marinades can enhance the taste of pork tenderloin without adding excessive sugars or unhealthy fats. You might consider using herbs, spices, citrus juices, vinegar, or a small amount of heart-healthy oil as a base for your marinades. For serving suggestions, try pairing pork tenderloin with roasted non-starchy vegetables like broccoli or asparagus, or perhaps a side of quinoa. These low glycemic sides complement the protein beautifully, creating a balanced and delicious meal for effective diabetes management. Number 6, game meats. Coming in at game meats. Game meats such as venison, buffalo, also known as bison, and ostrich present some unique benefits for individuals with diabetes. These meats are often naturally leaner, offering a higher protein-to-fat ratio compared to more traditional farmed meats like beef or pork. One of the key advantages is their lower fat content, particularly saturated fat. This makes game meats a heart-healthy choice, which is crucial for diabetics who are at a higher risk of cardiovascular complications. They provide robust flavor without the added fats. Now, what about availability? The availability of game meats can vary. Some are found in specialty butcher shops or farmers markets, while others are increasingly available in larger supermarkets, often in the frozen sections. It's always a good idea to source from reputable suppliers to ensure quality and safety. Game meats also have distinct flavor profiles, typically richer than conventional meats. For example, venison is earthy, bison is slightly sweet, and ostrich is surprisingly mild, often compared to lean beef. Common cooking techniques involve quick searing or slow cooking to maintain tenderness. There are some special considerations when preparing game meats. It's important to be mindful not to overcook them, as their leanness can lead to dryness. Using marinades or moist cooking methods can really help preserve their texture and enhance their natural flavors. Number 7, eggs. Let's move on to eggs. Eggs are an incredibly versatile and valuable protein source for people with diabetes. They're easy to prepare, affordable, and can be incorporated into various meals throughout the day. Plus, they provide high-quality protein that aids in blood sugar regulation. A common question for diabetics is the debate between whole eggs and egg whites. While it's true that egg whites are lower in fat and calories, whole eggs contain important nutrients in the yolk, like vitamin D and choline. Current research suggests that moderate whole egg consumption is generally safe for most people with diabetes. Eggs have a minimal impact on blood sugar levels, and that's because of their low carbohydrate content. The protein and healthy fats in eggs can also help to slow down glucose absorption from other foods eaten in the same meal, which promotes better glycemic control. For some quick meal ideas featuring eggs, you could try scrambled eggs with spinach and mushrooms, a vegetable omelet, or even hard-boiled eggs as a convenient snack. These options provide sustained energy without causing significant blood sugar fluctuations. And what does the latest research say? Well, studies on eggs and diabetes generally indicate that consuming up to 1 whole egg per day can be part of a healthy dietary pattern for most people with diabetes. This is when it's part of an overall healthy diet and doesn't seem to adversely affect cardiovascular risk factors. Number 8, Canadian bacon. Our 8th selection is Canadian bacon. Canadian bacon, which is also known as back bacon, differs significantly from traditional American bacon. It's a much leaner cut, derived from the pork loin, whereas regular bacon comes from the fattier pork belly. This difference makes Canadian bacon a more diabetic-friendly choice. The nutritional advantages of Canadian bacon for diabetics really lie in its higher protein and lower fat content when compared to regular bacon. This makes it a better option for satisfying those breakfast cravings without consuming excessive saturated fat and calories. However, it is important to be mindful of the sodium content. Canadian bacon, like other cured meats, can be high in sodium. So, individuals with diabetes, especially those who also have hypertension, should look for lower sodium varieties if they're available and consume it in moderation. For breakfast ideas, Canadian bacon can be a great alternative to traditional bacon. You could try it with scrambled eggs and whole wheat toast, or layer it in a breakfast sandwich with a whole grain English muffin and a slice of low-fat cheese for a balanced start to the day. Because of its sodium content and its status as a processed meat, portion recommendations for Canadian bacon are generally modest. A serving might consist of 1 or 2 thin slices, and it's best enjoyed as part of a varied and balanced diet rather than a daily staple. Number 9, lamb, lean cuts. Next up, we have lamb, specifically lean cuts. When choosing lamb for a diabetic-friendly meal, identifying lean cuts is absolutely paramount. You'll want to opt for cuts like leg of lamb or lamb chops from the loin, and always be sure to trim any visible fat before cooking. This helps to reduce overall saturated fat intake. Let's look at the nutritional profile. Lean lamb includes high-quality protein, iron, zinc, and vitamin B12. While lamb can sometimes be higher in fat than some other meats, selecting those lean cuts and trimming the fat carefully can make it a suitable option in moderation within a diabetic diet. Many cultural dishes feature lamb in a very healthful manner, often incorporating plenty of vegetables and herbs. For instance, a Mediterranean-style roasted lamb with rosemary and garlic, served with grilled vegetables, can be a delicious and diabetes-friendly meal. When it comes to cooking methods, techniques that help reduce the fat content of lamb include grilling, broiling, or roasting it on a rack so that excess fat can drip away. It's best to avoid frying and instead use marinades made with herbs, spices, and lemon juice rather than sugary sauces. And for pairing suggestions, lean lamb goes wonderfully with low-carb vegetables such as green beans, asparagus, or a Greek salad. These combinations create a well-rounded meal that is both flavorful and supportive of stable blood sugar levels. Number 10, plant-based meat alternatives. Finally, rounding out our top 10, we have plant-based meat alternatives. Plant-based meat alternatives can offer considerable benefits for individuals with diabetes, especially for those looking to reduce their intake of animal protein or follow a more plant-forward diet. These alternatives can often be lower in saturated fat and cholesterol. So, what are the best options on the market for blood sugar control? Typically, these are alternatives made from soy, like tofu and tempeh, legumes, or seitan, which are high in protein and fiber. These ingredients can help manage blood sugar levels more effectively than some of the highly processed alternatives out there. It's really crucial to read labels carefully when choosing plant-based meat alternatives. Some products can contain hidden carbohydrates, sodium, or unhealthy additives. So, always look for options with minimal added sugars and a good protein-to-carb ratio. Wondering how to use them? Plant-based meat alternatives can be seamlessly integrated into traditional meat-based recipes. For example, you could use crumbled tofu or tempeh in chili or pasta sauces, or try grilling marinated seitan steaks, just as you would animal protein. Beyond personal health, choosing plant-based alternatives can also have positive environmental benefits, contributing to a more sustainable food system. They provide a way to enjoy familiar meal formats while managing diabetes and potentially improving your overall health. So, to wrap things up, incorporating these diabetic-friendly meat options into your diet can significantly help maintain stable blood sugar levels while ensuring you get adequate protein intake. It's important to remember that proper portion control, choosing the right cooking methods, and balancing your meals are just as important as the type of meat you choose for your health. We'd love to hear from you. Have you tried any of these diabetic-friendly meat options? Please share your favorite recipes or success stories in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to our newsletter for more diabetes management tips. By doing so, you can join our community of health-conscious individuals who are all taking control of their well-being.